Welcome back to the Find Me Alpha LCS. I'm your host Sean Minmung Shannon, still joined by Panic at the Top Hat and General Dill here as Marble Olympics are looking to even the series up between Ocean's E-Girls as they are fighting for their playoff spots and playoff lives in the side for Ocean's E-Girls. How's it going, gentlemen?
I've got cereal, so I'm doing having a good time.
What kind of cereal we got?
I've got the Very Berry Cheerios, and I like to mix half chocolate milk and half regular. The strawberry chocolate thing goes really well together.
Sounds pretty good.
So how about last game? How about this game?
Well, last game was pretty good, going in the favor of Ocean's E-Girls, setting up a few good early team fights and counter ganks to get C-Van and Akyu rolling as Akyu just stomping his way through the top lane against that Darius with the Fiora pickup. And somehow sneaking a Rift Herald so that the casters weren't even aware.
Yeah, I even went through the VOD and I still can't even see it.
Thank you, Riot, you're helping.
Right now we are listening to United States of Smash from Boku no Hero Orchestration. For all of you who love weeb stuff.
So we'll eventually get into picks and bans here, but what do you think Marble Olympics changes up here coming into the second game, game 1?
I think you could still see the Kaisa first pick, but I don't think the Vi was really good. I also don't think he'll blind pick a Darius.
I also think that we're going to see a Misfortune ban. I'm hoping that we're going to see a lane swap from the side of Marble Olympics. Lane swap between jungle and top lane.
Doesn't look it. They're still the same lanes.
I think that is a mistake. It's a trap.
Oh, we have General Dylan here. He's the trap catcher, so.
You're gonna trigger Hansu if he watching, which I don't think he is.
But we can tell him to.
Are elucidate. Oh, please bear with us. We're trying to get the picks and bans have started. Hurrah! Immediately with the Kog'Maw ban, followed by an Anivia ban from OEG, targeted at Thunderbolts, and a LeBlanc ban. The two bans targeted straight at C-Van, with the Zerath as the third final ban, and a Fiora ban here from the side of Marble Olympics. As we're going to see the Amumu throwaway ban, as OEG has in fact lost ban.
I don't know. I feel like the Amumu ban might actually really hurt Rangers.
I mean, not part of his primary pool, but a secondary pool. And yes, we see the Misfortune immediately first picked by Marble Olympics. High priority 80 carry here for the PMA LCS.
Yeah, Morgana and Jax. First rotation, red side on for OEG. Probably looking at jungle and support here. This Misfortune Zyra lane, which was seen a lot of play last night, actually.
One time, and it got a win.
Yep. That is a
fantastically strong bully lane there down in the bot lane.
That is annoying. Yes, Zorpox OEG won game 1, and the Zoe pick coming out for NTA's mid laner Thunderbolts.
Yeah, an interesting pickup. Just getting that mid lane out of the way. I mean, hopefully it'll be strong for Thunderbolts here, having generally just his champion pool getting banned out for the most part. May allow C-Van to get a counter pick here without getting his champion banned out entirely. And nope, we'll see the Lucian down the bot lane for Spooked. Or,
yeah,
I mean, even potentially a Lucian mid lane for C-Van.
I was just about to say it could be a Lucian mid lane as well.
And that was actually a Caitlyn pick for Spooked.
Well,
So, Caitlyn the pick here for Spooked. Now, Caitlyn Morgana, a very impressively long-range bot lane with the double roots. And a Nasus ban against Quicksilvers. I don't actually know Quicksilver's top lane champ pool, so I have a comment on that.
probably better than his jungle champ pool, but maybe like wider, I should say, but not necessarily better. What I'm interested to see is what jungle pick they pick on the side of NTA. I'm really kind of hoping for a Warwick.
You want to see those spicy Mr. Warwick ults?
No, I just think it goes well into Jax.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And Kai'Sa gonna be your pickup here for OEG. Definitely a mid lane Kai'Sa for C-Van.
Which, I think the harass from Zoe is going to make it difficult for C-Van early, but late game, I mean, Kai'Sa can just dive straight onto Zoe.
Who's ready for some more PMA LCS Sejuani alt compilations? Oh, buddy, here it goes.
Yeah, the
Ming Ming.
ex-smithy of Sejuani ults in PMA LCS himself, Ooh Rangers. Locking that in as Swain will be going in the top lane for Quicksilvers.
Yeah, banned out last time from OEG. They let it go through in favor of a Nasus ban.
Well, if you're C-Van, you hate to see that because he despises the champion Swain.
I will say that the Morgana is going to be incredibly effective against NTA, specifically because magic damage from all of them except for Misfortune.
And Aki going to be taking a page out of the General Deal book saying, I'm going to play a Galio top in game 2.
Hey, it works 100% of the time.
60% of the time, it happens every time.
Alright, interesting. A lot of heavy magic damage on both sides. Really, the only true physical damage being these 80 carries of Misfortune and Caitlyn. I guess Jack's having a decent bit of physical damage, but mostly split. Gonna have a high magic damage output. So the Galio gonna get a lot of value out of that pick into the Zyra, Zoe, Sejuani, Swain. Just massive amounts of magic damage coming across.
I think one of the good things, too, something that we saw last night. Well, I mean, I didn't see it because I picked it, but one thing that's beneficial about like Galio ults or Terex, when the team doesn't have a ton of immediate burst, it just allows for a lot easier ultimates to come from those champions, and I think that we're going to see that, with a Zyra, Swain, Sejuani, Misfortune. There's no immediate, like, you're going to die in 0.2 seconds from that team, which should allow the Galio to make some pretty solid ultimates.
Yeah, but on the counter to that, you do have the Zyra Stranglethorn's going to be a huge nuisance on trying to dive in on that to get that Galio ult off. And even if it comes through, landing straight onto a potential Zyra Stranglethorn's just going to help NTA / Marble Olympics back up from the fight and just kind of reassess what they're trying to do.
But how well do you know us in the PMA LCS to disengage and then re-engage?
I mean, Long Animation Long's got pretty decent at it.
You're talking about yourself.
Yeah, our whole team game plan is run away and deal damage and then turn around.
No, well.
That's why we pick Victor. You don't go forward with Victor, you just go backward.
I don't know if you've ever seen your mid laner play that, but he likes to do the flashing in as Victor.
Oh, yeah. I'm not in the least bit surprised. Not the least bit surprised. Oh, alright, so the Ghost Ignite coming out here for Sejuani.
Amazing. I've never seen anything better.
And the lobby was closed. Happened here. Little confusion on some bands. And we'll hop back in and do it again. Fantastic.
Hey, this allows me to play some spicy Disney battle mode. So, there's that. Holy. So just so everyone knows, Sean sneezed into our ear. That's why I screamed. I'm not crazy. Well, I am crazy, but
Yeah,
not that kind of
Sean's-
crazy.
Sean's not here. He's pretty damn crazy.
Roast and
Alright.
pepperoni is for me.
I have no idea what to do during all of this. Now that we have to go through pick and ban again. Oh, Sean, I'm gonna murder you.
John's not here. You just sound crazy.
Oh, word.
Yes. Advantageous.
Hey.
Limzao.
Do not try my patience.
Yes, Dad.
Oy, ay, ay. I hate how long this takes. Why can't we just have everyone own every champion and do it all in client? Also, when are we going to host a PMA Heroes of the Storm tournament? I've been waiting.
Ah.
Hi guys, I'm back. Looking at these team comps, who do you think's gonna win and why?
I'm going to have to give my advantage to the team formerly known as News Team Assembled here. Their bot lane is an aggressive powerhouse lane of Misfortune Zyra, and Caitlyn wants to be able to step up and poke, but her long range will enable her to be forced to be behind minions, allowing double ups to get some pretty good value here from Midnight Wisps. And so the Misfortune Zyra, I think, will just kind of steamroll and bully out the bot lane, and Misfortune being really just only having that one source of physical damage, there's going to be low armor on the other team. And yeah, that Misfortune is going to get huge value out of her Lethality build that is currently the popular build.
I think I'm also gonna follow General Dill and say NTA, because I think that the Misfortune on Midnight Wisps, I think we're gonna see a lot better play. I'm worried about spooked on the Caitlyn. As we saw last game, Akiu was part of the win for OEG, dominating over the top lane. I don't think that we're going to see that with Quicksilvers. I don't think we're going to see Akiu do that to Quicksilvers on the Galio. Mixed with the Vi from behind is just meh, whereas opposed to Sejuani is useful at all times. So I think that is really what's going to some of the win conditions we saw from OEG last game, I don't think will play out the same way in this game. So I'm going to have to side with NTA.
Yeah, I'm only going to go with NTA just because even though I don't necessarily think it's a strong pick in the current meta, it is a pick that we have been seeing a little bit of resurgence for the Sejuani for Rangers, who made their name last split on tank junglers, having at least a tank and then a bruiser in the top lane on Quicksilver, who's probably the best Swain on the team out of the 3 Swain players. I also just like the zone control that you can find, and I think the proficiency of someone like a Zoe against a very, very squishy team, that if any, sleepy bubbles of doom, whatever they're called, land on any of these members, outside of Kaisa or a well-timed Black Shield, if Kaisa has cleanse, it'll spell disaster for OEG. So I'm just going to go with a big anime titties win this game.
Hashtag BAT win. Although one thing we do need to point out here from Riot interactive abilities, the Black Shield is going to have to be timed before the Sleepy Trouble bubble hits, because if you put the Black Shield on while the sleep is applying, while they're drowsy, they will still be slept with that shield on top. Fun fact.
Yeah, I feel like it actually should be the other way around, because you're not drowsy. You're drowsy until you're asleep. The Black Shield, I guess, makes sense that it stops the drowsiness, so then you never go to sleep. But, I don't know. I guess it would just render Morgana like perma-pick ban at pro level against a Zoe.
Against Zoe. Yep. So you can't stop the sleep if you're already drowsy, unless you are immune while the drowsy is going into effect. I don't know if it works I think it works the same way for spell shields as well. But you can now cleanse the drowsiness before the sleep happens. Luckily, Riot was nice enough to give us that one.
Did you say something nice about Riot? Hello?
As we see the cleanse for C-Ban, of course. Hey, they can do one thing out of 50, right? It's not hard.
Yep, I totally agree with that statement.
See, I am the real Hashinshin of this league.
Yep.
I'm trying to save you, Sean.
Yeah, if you really want to save me, I'd have to mute myself.
Save me!
No, it's not feed me, Seymour. What?
I said save me.
I know. I know what you said.
Why? Good old.
Alright, get your hashtags in chat as we're loading into the Rift here shortly. Hashtag NTA win, hashtag ML win, hashtag OEG win, hashtag BAT win, hashtag Eric's Ascension.
Eric's Ascension.
Ooh. I'm a little bit disappointed though that we don't have the Dragon Master Swain and Dragon Zyra coming out for NTA.
I can respect that one. Hashtag Geo win. Geo is here. The Dark Harvest Misfortune coming out. General Dill.
Yes, I'm so excited for this. Dark Harvest is the best keystone on Misfortune, and anyone can fight me over it.
James, why are you having trouble seeing it?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I didn't know that the PMA LCS stream was John Cena.
It's actually Lust Boy. It's just...
That means yours is frozen and you need to restart it.
Yeah. It's just you. Either that or you're watching a VOD. And for all of you who want to know, we have this brand new thing that we can do for the beginning of the game. Look at this. Do y'all like that?
You zooming out? Oh, that is beautiful.
You like that, Frank?
I can't see what's happening.
Look at the stream.
Oh, I like how big the mastery is, though.
Oh, wow.
In that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Oh my
How'd you do that?
god, that mastery is massive! Oh, that means Thunderbolts is listening to chat because he heard you say that.
Oh, he did it a few times before.
Yeah,
That's just because that's Thunderbolt's thing.
yeah.
Traditional starts here.
Church of Menbung with the god view. I hate you, Maye.
So, boy, looking for an aggressive binding, gonna hit the minion. Minion
If
flash
only-
down.
If only the Maie could ask me to play some meta junglers. Hashtag at our pick bans last night.
No, the only problem with your pick ban was you chose a losing jungler with 3 losing lanes. So therefore, he just had no, like, agency on the map. It's unfortunate.
Hey, you didn't hear our comms?
I'm not saying your comms, I'm just talking about your pick ban.
I know, but our comms affected our pick ban. Ming Ming.
What does that mean? Is that racist?
No.
What? You know, I actually have no idea what's actually going on anymore.
Well, if no one has any idea what's going on, I'm just gonna zoom out again, because that was pretty cool. I can see everything!
Ooh.
Look, Rangers gets the scuttle, there's fighting in the top lane.
Ooh, I keep getting some nice damage on the Quicksilvers here as Thunderbolt sleeps Seavan and puts some damage back into him. Just some health bars traded across the board. Quicksilver's running low on mana.
I love when I see a sleepy bubble trouble happen onto Seavan, and then it takes me to top lane.
Ooh, taunted up. Quicksilver's getting incredibly low, forced to flash away from Aki. The Galio being incredibly impressive into that Swain. As your boy misses the binding, 7 speeders trading some good damage back with the root, but now Rangers is here. He's found Aki, but Sir Everts is here, and Rangers early flash away from that one.
A lot of flashes down from the side of NTA Marble Olympics.
Marble team assemble here. Not looking so good in the early game. And Sir
Mm.
Everts is going to find Rangers in his jungle. Rangers with a good Q. But Sir Everts flashed on top of him to get the stun up. Going to put some damage down. He does have that red buff ticking. Rangers freezes him with the cage. But can he get away? No. First blood, Sir Everts on the invade.
Do you think that Rangers could have gotten away if he
Yes.
just continued to walk away? Because that was my thought.
I think what the call was is that he's like, oh, he's here, and then you have Thunderbolt saying, I'm coming. We can turn this or whatever, but if you just go to your base, you probably live.
Yeah,
See,
my feeling exactly.
Thunderbolts was coming, but was he also on the way to that fight?
Well, the world may never know.
The world may never know.
Okay, white Morgan Freeman. By the way, Maye saying what I feel is that Sejuani is a bad champ. Not that she's a bad champ, but as
She's
he
not
would say,
good into the meta right now.
as he would say, Minbung doesn't play tank junglers.
And neither will I.
Exactly. He also said that maybe it was me saying I can play Diana jungle all last night in your pick bans.
Oh, I know he wanted to do that. It just he even admits that it had no place in our comp. Like we would just have had to. I just had no idea, and we probably would have had to build a comp around that ahead of time.
I think it's funny that within these past 2 days, I have casted with all 5 MVP candidates
You're welcome.
and Frank.
Oh,
Hey.
I was a.
I mean, anyone that wins a game is a candidate for MVP.
Wait, Sivan is hella loud? I don't know how he is. He's in game. Geo, what are you drinking? Maybe he's talking about Frank.
Yeah, Frank usually is loud on Discord. I had him lowered to like 10% at one point.
Oh really?
I mean, it's just how people's mics work out sometimes.
Whoever is in
Yeah.
the fucking goddamn things. Alright, Geo. I tried to lower Frank down. Tell me what you think. And don't make me... Dude, please come get me. Please take me away from here.
Ooh.
Some damage coming on C-Van. They do find Rangers.
Oh,
And
no.
C-Van gonna ult aggressively forward, but gonna get slowed. Will he get stunned? Sir Evers comes in to save the day. C-Van picking up a kill here. early
Meanwhile,
on the
Thunderbolts says, "Oh my."
Oh, Thunderbolt's
jeez.
taunted from the flash from Akiyut and forced to flash away. Is that his own flash? Yeah, that was actually his own flash. Ooh, huge damage on the Sir Everett stuff from the turnaround. And Thunderbolts is going to pick himself up a flash for his trouble.
So something that we've seen in both of these games, one, there's been times where, oh, bad Sleepy Devil. Yep, nice mastery spam. Where we've seen multiple members coming into the mid lane. Zoo Rangers is nowhere to be found at this moment. But mainly just Rangers either going a little bit too aggressive with not enough information, or
Ooh, flashing away from the Sleepy Trouble Bubble from C-Van. A little bit aggressive of a play. Gonna take some huge damage on the way out. And his Thunderbolt's flashes in with Akiyut's flash and ignites C-Van. Thank you, Akiyut. C-Van's gonna flame you for that one.
that was actually Steven's flash that he picked up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 'cause-
Alright, flashing him with C-Van's own flash.
Yeah. Geo, please. don't
Either
try.
way, get dunked on. I think that.
Yeah, you hate to see that.
I think one of the mistakes that you were pointing out, though, Sean, is that Rangers continues to fight from behind. We already saw the death early to Sir Everett in his own jungle, and then just being too aggressive in his positioning while being incredibly behind. And as the great Mane said, the Sejuani's not necessarily in right now. So you can't do that. I mean, you shouldn't do that regardless.
Yeah. I mean, I think if there's anybody in the league who understands,
Ooh, Sleepy Trouble Bubble, long shot over the wall. Gonna sleep him, and there's that spell shield interaction we talked about earlier with the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Spoop's still gonna get slept up, take some damage. Thunderbolt's gonna head back to mid lane as Rangers is there to hold the C-Man. Not much he can do. Pretty squishy Sejuani early on.
Yeah, but you know what I think the best part is? He's gonna ult and kill him.
Up C-Man ulting away. Here comes Akiyut ulting in to save the day as C-Man was locked down by the by the Glacial Prison from Ooh Rangers.
Yes, Piper. TSM did wondered. Oh
Ooh,
my
and the
god!
damage from Spooked. Holy cow.
You mean
This is
from
why this champion needs to get nerfed.
Midnight Wisp?
Sorry, Midnight Wisp onto Spooked.
Yes, yes, yes.
Not into Spooked, like
That's that dark
Dylan
harvest.
likes to say.
He's harvesting his Spoop's darkness. The Cerberus
It
is
looks
in the
like Cerberus is waiting to gank onto Quicksilver's,
Is he gonna go for this? He does jump on the Quicksilvers.
but does
Not gonna
not
get it,
go
yes.
for the stun. Does not go for the counter strike.
One could say that that tower shot went straight through.
Ooh Rangers here with no vision on him. Ocean's Eagles just backing out. A little scared from their lack of vision.
Oh,
Ooh, and
Ooh,
sleep
the
sleep.
sleep trouble bubble somehow hits. Paddlestar gonna get blocked by minions. Still taking some huge damage from our fun little passive of Zoe. Her good old More Sparkles passive. Why does Kaisa's skin have assless chaps?
why are you questioning the ashless chaps on Kaisa?
Alright.
And that's
Ooh, a redemption here.
it's actually not assless chaps. It's just part of her whole suit is on her. It's
I
part
think
of
it
her
was.
body.
I think it's just like some orange padding.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably be very concerned with how pale Kaisa is that she had
Like orange.
an ass of that color.
Oh, those are assless chaps.
I'm confused. Did anyone see that?
Yes, that was the redemption from Zoe trying to scout out.
Oh.
Ooh Ranger's
Oh,
gonna
the
flash
flash
it,
from Ooh
hit the
Rangers.
Glacial Prison. Gonna take down Thunderbolts, getting the kill on Seavan. I think that's Ooh Ranger's first hit Glacial Prison of the entire last 5 seasons.
my
Minus the one that hit earlier, yes. No, but I think it was something I was trying to say earlier before that sleepy bubble happened in the bot lane. If there's anybody who can make tank junglers work in PMA LCS when they're not their like strongest, it's definitely Ooh Rangers, because it's just something that he's so very comfortable with. As
Here comes
Here he
aggressively
comes.
looking for Spooked. Spooked has no net, but the Flail of the Northern Wind's not gonna connect. I don't think they changed the ability name. They did change the ability name. Fuck this.
Good news for
Right?
you, Dylan. It doesn't look like Seaman had a large farm lead at 10 minutes. I don't even know if he did. So you're welcome.
Oh, huzzah! I might be able to take that title. Because I think I had good leads on all. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention.
You could thank me and Greg for that. Hashtag Morgana against LeBlanc always wins.
Oof. Oof.
hashtag
Much appreciated.
hashtag Jarvan versus codename.
What?
I just
Aki looking in for Quicksilver's gonna shortcast the taunt. Not gonna get that one off.
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, you don't.
Only because we 2-0'd OEG.
Ooh,
so
Drowsy
you
here,
come on
gonna
to
hit.
Survivors.
But he is counter-striking, which is gonna block some damage from the Hellstar.
TP being stopped by Quicksilvers.
Yeah, very nice
From-
from Quicksilvers.
Oh.
Hate to see that.
Oh, right there. Oh,
Seaman
oh,
gonna dodge out
Jesus.
on the ultimate from Ooh Rangers with his own,
flash.
trading the killer instinct for the Glacial Prison. Also,
the
I now have to
cleanse.
relearn all her abilities. Wait, they literally only changed Sejuani's W name.
Yep.
Flail of the Northern Winds to Winter's Wrath. Why?
I don't know. It doesn't make much sense. She still flails.
I just like the northern winds. Hashtag north side.
Ooh, Aki
Oh
gonna look
my.
in, flashing on top of Thunderbolts. He's gonna be able to flash away, but Ooh Rangers is here to turn a Seavan tank tower, goes down to the tower. Thunderbolt's gonna pick that up, sleep freely onto Aki, but he will miss the Paddle Star, and Aki will pick up Ooh Rangers. Someone woke up Aki a little early with an auto attack, as now Thunderbolt's looking for Sir Everett's Sleepy Choke Bubble, gonna get dodged out on. Here comes another Paddle Star. Not gonna connect.
I don't understand. Oh my god, that
Ooh,
Holy-
huge damage, and the red buff plus more sparkles gonna take down Sir Everett from the Battlestar AoE on those minions.
To go back, what I don't understand is why Akiyut and C-Van decided for the dive when we knew that the flash was down from C-Van and the ultimate was down. There was no follow-up that was going to be had from the Kaisa
And
when
the cleanse.
Akiyut flashed in.
Well, I think the issue there was that Aki left the tower range,
Yeah.
and Seaman took up tanking the tower, so he goes down early because he's the squishier of the two members, with the Shield of Duran damage reduction ticking for Akiyut and a higher health pool, and Seaman just pays the price. The heroic entrance coming in a little late for the extra damage reduction, and Seaman just goes down too soon.
Yeah, that's essentially it. But to Panic's at point, why make such an aggressive play? You obviously didn't know where the jungler was because it must have caught you off guard. And then, 2, you have no summoner spells, freak.
Or ultimate.
Or all, yeah. Just, this Zoe is 5-0 at this moment before anyone can really complete any items, and they're already sitting on what I would technically call 2, because Sork Shoes is a very, very strong item right now in the current meta.
Yikes.
And they're just waiting, like, now this Misfortune, who's been scaling up a little bit as they act. Now we can see them try to take the Rift Herald this game.
Hey,
So
there
we'll
we
know.
go. Quicksilver's here gonna try to stop that, but I don't know if he can do anything against these two, as Thunderbolts is gonna have to come here.
Ult,
Sleeping Trouble
ult,
Bubble
ult.
short. And Quicksilver's holding onto his ult. There it comes. Here comes the damage. Seaman is now there, but there's too much damage. The ult came out too late. He was too low health. But NTA gonna take Dragon off the backside, as Thunderbolt's taking Akiyut very low with their portal jump Battlestar, but they're on the chase. They do have to speed up from the shrine.
Travis and Akiyut going back onto the Rift Herald.
Yeah, also a nice nice ult from Sejuani onto the black shielded carry of Ash and Z girls at that moment. I think the ult should have come out a whole lot sooner from Quicksilver's. You hate to see that.
Yeah, being a little bit being a little bit.
Jeez. Uh-oh.
Thunderbolt's here, gonna get the sleep onto Seaman. Damage comes in too late to get the bonus damage, but he's still gonna go through portal jump, more sparkles, auto, plus the ignite, taking Seaman down.
I hate that champion, man. Like,
They should have just.
Oh.
Midnight Wisp gonna get rooted up here.
Flashing
Here
from
comes
Chaboy.
Chaboy with the ultimate, the chain's going down. Savage Speeder's gonna trade damage back. Chaboy may go down with the ignite ticking. Just barely gonna get out with the heal from Spooked.
yeah, Midnight Wiz has to flash that CC early. I think we've talked about that in about 95 PMA LCS games this season. Always flash early for CC.
Had that chat with my own team at least 5 times this season.
That's what causes them to flash aggressively, I see. You may not get the kill, you gotta flash early anyway.
I don't know. I wish we could have like a seminar or even just a regular PowerPoint show about things you should know.
To get out of bronze.
Well, no.
If you're gonna get hit by a binding, flash, because it fucking lasts forever.
Flash aggressively is actually my life's medal. Well, thank you, Sickly Beat. Siren Delphi says, "Go Marble Daddies." Donating 400 biddies. Thank you very much, Siren. We love you. You are important to us.
Oorange's gonna find Sir Everett's here. He's gonna get slept after the Glacial Prison. Huge damage from Thunderbolts, taking him down, but now the Hero's Entrance coming in to save Seabed. The knockup lands on Oorange and Hockey, chasing it aggressively. Gonna back out now as Morgana's on the way, but Misfortune just behind her. As Savage Speeders is currently 1v1ing Spook down in the bot lane.
Interesting that the Killer Instinct was burned right there in that fight for the side of Ash and Z girls. For almost apparently no reason.
Thunderbolts using Sir Everett's flash to try to get aggressive, missing the Sleepy Trouble bubble. I did want to mention, as much as you hate Zoe, they had the opportunity for a huge counter pick. Diana was available, and they opted to just go safer and pick the Caitlyn early and get Diana banned out in the second round of bans. I think the Diana can be incredibly impressive and strong into Zoe.
I agree. Still doesn't make Zoe fun to play.
Ooh, Savage Speeder's gonna
recipes.
get rooted up, just gonna go down. Dropping the Strangle Thorns out of panic.
At the top hat.
I didn't know you were casting and playing this game.
How'd you know?
Alright guys, I gotta go move my laundry. I think someone's gonna yell at me.
Alright,
I
well,
thought he was saying I need to go move my lawn.
I have to go move my lawn, guys. Sorry.
Those kids are on it again.
Yep. Those dang kids. Well, it's about an even gold lead right now as, you know, if anyone ever gets any, like, if Thunderbolts goes down to Steven, that's going to be so much money going over. Spoop sitting on 2-0 has, you know, Infinity Edge almost complete. Sejuani going in the top lane onto Akayu right here. Gonna be able to pull and land the CC, get the ultimate going down. Akayu gonna use the Idol Duran to stop this, as there are 3 members coming topside. Well, or Rangers just smites and they stop him, but he was just baiting because there are still 3 members coming here. Sir Everett's right here. Quicksilver's gonna get attacked, and the Rift Herald has been spawned. Flash comes out from Quicksilver's as the
Not sure about that drop of the Rift Herald.
maybe he had to. The W missing from the Kaisa right there. Oh, as Shaboy's going to be going down to the Ignite, and
the
nice
flash.
from the side of Thunderbolts as they're trying to
Thunderbolts.
focus down the first tower of the game right here, which would be the only reason for this, and they will get it right here. Akayu taking the Glacial Prism, Steven using the Killer Instinct, Akayu having to flash out. Quicksilver's going in, burning the ultimate. It does not get anybody. Steven finally is taken down by the Swain, but not before picking up 2 before right there with Sir Everett's in tow. As the first tower does go down top lane for the side of Ocean's E-Girls, and now they have a 400 gold lead, 9-8 in kills.
TP got coming out of the mid lane from Akayu.
Yep, Sir Everett's is caught a little bit.
And goodbye.
Yeah, and I think they should give this over to Midnight Wiz. Thunderbolt's going to take that right there. As I can see I can see the entire map. I am a god.
No one else needs kills. Just I, Zoe.
Yeah. You know, as they're moving forward, really gotta just think about the only person who could possibly tank any damage from the Zoe will be Akayu, and if he's not with the team, if he's asked to answer Quicksilver's the entire game, which I believe he's actually going for a double Catalyst build, which I think is not really good. If he wanted, you know, General Dill talked about the magic damage coming out from the side of Marble Olympics. I think the
That missed.
Abyssal Mask Rush would have been better. Oh, and General Dill's back, so I can shut up now. Alright.
Hey.
So they got
Looks like there's.
they got first tower top lane. Steven got a double kill and then died.
Oh my
Man
gosh.
getting hit by the Glacial Prism, getting snubbed, take huge damage. Huge bullet time across 2 members. Chuboy going down in the end to the Strangle Thorns. The Savage Speeders is going to be slain by Service on the backside, but Blue Rangers surging forward, taking C-Man down. Thunderbolts. Ooh, Service with a huge stun, going to save Spoops and kill Ooh Rangers, but trade his life for it.
That was a 4v5.
Yeah, Quicksilver's pulling his best Cyado impression up in the top lane. Gonna take the tower and keep on pushing.
Spoop just not even wanting to recall, just runs back to the fountain. That was
With
some
good
pretty
reason.
good ults right there from the side of Savage Speeders and Ooh Rangers. Ooh Rangers is trying to shut the casters up. Maybe he's listening right now. Who knows? In wanting to end the talking that we did about how he wasn't doing so well. The adaptive helm purchase, I think, is incredibly smart, but will need to get some armor soon, or the Spook will start just shredding away at this Sejuani.
Well, Kaiser will as well.
Kaisa's primarily AP. which is why they
We
adapted.
haven't talked about the QSS coming out for Sir Everett as Savage Speeders finds your boy, puts a little damage on him, trading out wards. Will he get the ward? He does get the ward. Worth it.
And no
A
one.
little concerned on the Morello's buy from the Zoe. Just confused as to why. I don't think there's a ton of healing coming across from.
Magic Pen. She wants to burst
Yeah,
down
it's
the
more about.
three
I think
squishy
it's
members.
more about the magic pen and the fact that it's one of the highest AP items in the game for more flat AP. Obviously, you could rush a
Plus
death
health.
cap, but
It's just such a high value item. It gives health, Magic Pen, huge AP.
yeah. And now,
I just feel like when you're that ahead, just rush a Bravo.
I think that's
Ying
next,
Ying.
honestly.
Well, I think it's going now, but for sure. But
Oh,
and
is
that's
your boy gonna get hit by the Drowsy?
Good
Just
boy.
annihilated by the Paddle Star Portal Jump. Legendary for Thunderbolts 10-0 and 4 as he's gonna surge forward looking for service, putting some damage. Spook does get a headshot. Although the health pool from the Morellonomicon coming in handy.
yep, there you go. Countered headshot. He has health now. There you go. Panic. Get countered, dude.
And certainly it would have been a little bit more efficient to get more AP at this point, but health never a bad thing. Blue Range is gonna be taking a huge amount of damage
Yep.
from the ace in the hole.
Oh,
no,
to
Midnight Wisp.
Huge taunt from Aki. You've got to get 3, but the String of Thorns coming out on top, but 2 members down. Bot lane is down. Here comes Steven getting forward aggressively, gonna take down Rangers as Thunderbolts is on the run. Huge fight for Ocean Sea Girls.
Yeah, I'll say this. That was some really boosted positioning by the ADC of Marble Olympics. Being right towards the front, not behind any of your front line, and then walking back into the taunt of Akitas. They're looking here on the Baron. They're not going to be able to stop this. There's no way to take it. Not even the Redemption could save it.
That did a lot of damage. Service forced out of the Baron pit as Quicksilver is now here. Baron does eventually go over to C-Man. Here comes the ult from Swain, but he's just gonna get. He's gonna drop down the stopwatch and just get deleted.
Yeah. Looks like
I hate to see
Dignitas.
that.
Looks like Dignitas came into play today, or this is just NA versus EU at Rift Rivals. Who knows? NTA cosplaying as NA today. Spoiler alert: NA sucks.
But Misfortune with 166 souls harvested
Yeah, past that 150 mark.
is gonna help them a little bit. Trying to take away this blue buff. Spook's trying to get it. Will it reset?
Spoop?
Oh, it reset! Oh, he's boosted!
Who is Spoop trying to get?
Blue buff.
Spooped is?
What?
Is Spoop trying to get blue buff?
He threw a Piltover Peacemaker at it. Sleep gonna come onto the Galio. Not a whole lot of damage coming up, but he does get rooted up. And the Stranglethorn's actually gonna drop down Hockey to half health.
That is so dumb.
Pretty beefy Galio, though.
Yeah. Now, yeah, that's exactly why you need that pen too, to cut through this tank line. You get a Rab and then a Void Staff after this. But you gotta feel for the side of like Shaboy or Spooped if they ever meet Thunderbolts.
How do you check
Battlefront?
the gold again?
X.
Yeah, sitting on 1,700 gold. It looks like we're about 400 gold off from Thurabo. I think.
Something close to that. I don't buy it a whole lot, so I don't know.
You don't buy it on Singed?
Silly top laner.
Ooh, Ranger's gonna get rooted up, take a decent bit of damage here. Taking that binding, but he is starting to become a tankier Sejuani. Thunderbolt's taking huge damage, portal jumping onto the trap.
Yeah,
I think it's a little difficult, or seeing with a little bit of
Comes the ace of the
difficulty.
whole makes it through everyone, but not going to take down Thunderbolts as he is out of there. OE Girls surging forward to try to take these towers down with their buff. Aki coming in, huge taunt onto 4 members as the bullet time coming across so many members, taking everyone really low. C-Man is way in the wrong side of this. Midnight Wisp surging forward, flashing in, takes down Aki. Now he's on the chase for C-Man, who's really low, goes down to 1 shot. And now it's a 3v3. Somehow Quicksilver staying alive, flashing away, trying to be safe from Spooked.
Okay, someone tell me who got the kill on Thunderbolts, because that's a 10 kill bounty.
Should just be able to hit Z. I'll go back. Seconds. More seconds. 15 more
Jax
seconds.
got the shutdown 1,000 gold bounty.
I couldn't bring up my chat to see it.
I think that, sorry, what I was saying, my mistake, over play-by-play, that's why I stopped. But what I think is an issue for the side of Marble Olympics is that we're seeing, with their wave clear, especially with this Baron, is that they're, with the Zoe and with the Swain and kind of the Zyra, not really, but at least with Swain and the Zoe, you have to step up to use your wave clear that puts you at risk.
Yeah, they're all really short range champions, and then none of them have good wave clear. You're correct.
So if they,
still on that Baron.
they can step up to wave clear, but
Ooh. And a Glacial Prison and a bubble coming out. Sir Everett's gonna stay safe somehow.
putting the juke pants on.
Or, I mean, like, he didn't really juke. He didn't even know they were there. Just really bad.
Aki, though, gonna get rooted up and found. He is a very, very tanky Galio. Not gonna take a whole lot of damage as both teams are posturing around this Water Drake.
Push the mid lane! I'm sorry, did I yell?
Oh, Spooked hit by the root, taking a little bit of damage. Savage Speeders himself is even starting to hurt at 2 items, having those Sork Boots. There's a lot of burst damage from the side of Marble Olympics. Now Dragon started up, Aki taking it up. Here comes the Stranglethorns down on top. Aki not going to get a taunt off. Red team taking the Ocean Drake. And they'll just back on out. Marble Olympics really needs these percent armor pens soon. Or Aki is going to be huge.
So overall, a trade for mid lane, tier 2 turret for an Ocean Drake. It's about a 2,000 gold lead for the side of Ocean Z Girls, 17-16 to kills, but more towers down on the side of Ocean Z Girls.
We actually see a 300 gold lead for in the mid lane, a 3,000 gold lead in the jungle,
Dead even for the 80 carries though.
and it's getting close in top lane as well.
Yeah, that 3,000
by
gold lead,
400.
1,000 of it being that bounty that was picked up in the
Oh,
last fight.
huge damage from the double up on the Spook. As now Sir Everett's rooted up, but he's going to get the Black Shield. They're going to put some huge damage back onto Rangers. Bullet time coming out just to zone them away from Rangers and get him out safely.
Holy
huge damage onto Savoy from
guacamole.
Thunderbolts, but didn't quite land the Sleepy Trouble Bubble, so not going to get the one shot.
Yeah, but
And that Morellonomicon health coming out big for Superboy.
yeah, exactly. That's what we've learned here today. Morellonomicon health is better than any of the other stats that it gives. You can take that to the bank.
Apparently.
As the death cap is almost completed for Zoe, probably has it after this blue buff.
Has enough.
Oh, for sure. He's about 650 gold above what he needs.
Why doesn't he just back? Stupid former
Sure, I thought it was
support players.
1,300.
Nope, it's 11 after you get 2 Needless Large Rods.
The combination cost is. Aka using the teleport top lane.
Ooh, taking some damage on a Chiboy.
Huge lane, bot lane that someone's gonna have
Yeah.
to answer.
I think that teleport top was a mistake. someone needs to go clear that out. Now they don't have any teleport to come answer the Baron. Pressure that Marvel Olympics can exert.
Not sure. Zoe, oh, okay. Not sure about that. So Zoe got Rabadon's death cap, ended up selling Doran's ring, getting a couple, and getting a,
Stopwatch.
stopwatch.
I think you see Steven in the bot lane right now. You go. You make them bait. You try to find a pick somewhere.
Gonna get the trouble bubble onto Akiyut. He's also gonna get the Glacial Prison, force the flash out as Rangers jumping into a trap, taking huge damage back from Spoofed. Now the Sleepy Trouble bubble landing onto Show Boy. Flashes away just to be safe. But we do see C-Van here now with 2 MR items, having a huge chunk of MR, 112 MR from the Merc Sim, and looking to build into the Wit's End just to try to stay alive from any burst coming out throughout these fights.
Yeah,
Aki surging forward, gonna try to get the taunt. Landed on 2 members, Quicksilvers and Uru Rangers taunted him.
Oh!
Show Boy is deleted, but now Sir Everton on the back line. C-Van also going aggressively. Here comes Aki's Hero's Entrance. Going in, the bullet time coming across, gonna shred through Aki. Not really. As C-Van goes forward, Spooked is now on the Midnight Wisp. Spooked and C-Van take down Midnight Wisp as Thunderbolt is chased down by Spooked. Quicksilver's alone is all alone, almost taking down Aki with the ultimate. And that is an ace for Ashen Z Girls. 4 members still alive, going for this inhibitor. Maybe even the game. I don't know if they can take the game at this point. The wave is a little far out.
Death
I think
timers
they
are
can.
fairly long. Zyra's gonna be up in 15
Sap
minutes.
speed is up in 15.
But that's about it, and he does not have ult. I think you push for the end here if you're OEG. You have 3 attack speed buffs and a tank right here.
Yep. So that it looks like it will be the 2-0 for Ashen Z Girls on to Marble Olympics. That's all she wrote.
Alright, y'all talk about that. I'm gonna go make the straw poll.
So, one of the things that I think that I saw as a mistake in that fight, for sure, was the top lane swing. There was an incredibly early Zonias in that fight that just wasn't really necessary. Swain wasn't close to dying, had a ton of health. I mean, I think that that's just, I think that there's some kinks that obviously need to be worked out into the, worked out between NTA and, in their lineup, specifically because, I mean, we know that, gosh, I hate their names. Not Quicksilvers, not Midnight. Rangers. We know that Rangers has been on jungle in a while, but I think it's for both games that we've seen, they were just too far behind to be useful. Like even though Sejuani does have ultimate, did have a couple nice ultimates, it wasn't enough. They're just behind early, over aggression. Meanwhile, top lane is just getting bullied out as well. And so, I mean, obviously you want to... I think when you're looking at facing other teams in general, you want to be trying to... the best way for you to go even or to lose slightly. But when you have half of the map, who in both games that we're seeing starting from behind, it's just really problematic. So there's just going to have to be some tweaks there. What are your thoughts, Dylan?
Yeah, I think being able to kill Shiboy early on in the fight was helpful, but he's not really the main damage target that you wanted to take out. Needed to go for Spooked or C-Van Spooked. Not having that Merc Sim or anything could have been very dangerous if Thunderbolts had been able to focus properly in onto the Caitlyn, and would have definitely helped them out in the fight. Midnight Wisp's ultimate just channeled across Sir Everett's and Aki, not doing anything. 2 pretty tanky members, not having the armor pen needed. Actually, having the Merc Sim, but getting the Hex Drinker instead of the Last Whisper, or trying to get that Black Cleaver completed early, may have been huge for them in that fight with Midnight Wisp damage. And so they just got picked apart one by one, missing their AoE combos onto priority targets, and the damage carries of Seavan and Spook just able to kill Thunderbolts early, pick off Midnight Wisps, and just keep going from there. Left only Quicksilvers in the end, not actually putting out that much damage at a 1-3 Swain at that point in the game.
Yep, well, go vote in the straw poll for your Game 2 MVPs. Game 1 was Akayut. As at this moment, I believe with OEG securing the 2-0, for those of you that are Power Bottom Boys fans, there are only 18 scenarios left in the foldy sheet that was made by Jirachi and I believe Savage Speeders. So there are only 18 scenarios left, with both Sen News and OEG taking the 2-0s over their respective opponents. For Power Bottom Boys, there are only 5 scenarios where you make it into playoffs. So if you're a Power Bottom Boy fan, things are looking mighty grim right now for the side of Power Bottom Boys.
Yeah, they're going to require double penetration to come up huge, and then Vox and They Are Here to tie, hopefully pulling out that extra game from They Are Here Send Nudes, or a Send Nudes win would go heavily into Power Bottom Boys' favor, making the playoffs.
And if you are a Lunchboxes of Doom fan, there are only, I believe, 4 scenarios, where you make it. Both of them require you to 2-0 TAH later tomorrow night. For those of you who are interested in the rest of the teams, TAH has a couple of different 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, I'm gonna count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have a 50% chance of making in the playoffs currently right now. So yeah, let's close the votes right now. Spooked is your Game 2 MVP. Let's go jump up to a room that can hold all of us. We will be going to... We put the beef in Flavor Town.
Aww.
Okay, memes aren't just dreams.
Memes aren't just dreams. The meme channel need that.
I guess Frank's not
So,
joining
you
us.
get Aki, Spooked, and the captains here. That would be just lovely. How lovely!
Yeah, Frank's got to go. They have to go. So we have Aki and Sivan and Spooked now. We are just waiting for the captain of Marble Olympics to join us. Congratulations, gentlemen, on your 2-0. How does it feel knowing that you had your playoff lives in your hands, and now you've almost basically secured yourself at least 4th place going forward?
You know, it feels good, dude.
4th in place, but give me that rank 1 in power rankings and top lane. I'll be fine. Just give it to me already. Want it.
And have it when you outfarm General Dill. Ooh!
Yikes.
Ooh. Who?
Exactly my point, dude.
Savage.
You haven't outfarmed General, Chris. You can't have top lane 1, rank 1.
Yeah, you have to outfarm General Chris, and then you can outfarm General Dill, and then you get top lane.
Or if you saw my spicy play there in that game of eating into that cannon, securing it, and almost killing top laner.
What was what are you speaking of? Game 1 or 2?
Game 2. On Gallia, I
Dashing
my
forward
camera.
and almost killing Quicksilvers early on in the laning phase.
Oh yeah.
secure cannon and almost the kill.
So, quick question that some of the casters had. What happened with that mid lane dive? After the shenanigans that happened where your cleanse was burned, Steven. What were the comms like right there? Also,
You know, that didn't happen, so.
Oh, okay. Well, our VODs are glitched, so we
Yeah, it's a
thought we
bug.
saw something. Chat, please
Sorry about
get
that.
out your questions if you have any, but don't reference the dive that did not happen because it didn't happen.
It's just a big oopsies.
Yeah. Big
Yeah.
oofer.
A big oops. I think I was shouting, and then Steven's like, "Wait, no, that doesn't work." Like, wait, oh shit, okay.
There
Yeah,
is a
we-
good question from chat from one Siren Delphi, directed at Spooked. New Daddy, as he affectionately wants you to be referred to as, is it Power Bottom Boys or Peanut Butter Bitches?
I don't change other people's names. I call them by what they want to be called.
All right.
So power bottom boys, I think.
All right. Sounds good. Very strange that on my Discord overlay it shows that you're muted and I can't see your thing pop up when you're talking. So that was scary.
Oh.
I thought Chris was talking and he changed his voice. So that was very weird. Sir Everett says that
But Chris was talking.
the C-Van. Oh, Chrisception. We have too many Chris's and Matts in this league.
Do you think Shakespeare? Do you think Shakespeare is a power bottom?
I think he played absolutely great in game 1. Yes. On your Fiora. Something that we didn't notice until I went to check the VOD is that after Rangers died in mid lane to the Sir Everett's counter gank with C-Van picking up the kill, I believe, y'all snuck Rift Herald very early. And then we were really concerned as to how your hands were glowing purple at 14 minutes.
I mean, I felt like nothing was happening. Like I wasn't. I didn't get to be as aggressive as I wanted to be in that lane, mainly because I just managed my waves very poorly. And every time I tried going in on him, I was hoping he'd try to pull me so I can parry it, but I can never tell if it was going to or not. He kept on trying to just walk away. So I got really upset that I kind of like shouted at Everett, "We're getting this Herald. Nothing's happening. I want this Herald. Give it to me."
Ah.
So we went and grabbed that.
Sir Everett would like to ask the people present your opinions on the Jax game 1 and game 2.
Needs improvement. Nah, JK.
Really, really bad Jax player. You know, I don't know if we'll ever see that again. So we're very sorry. We apologize for picking that.
Pretty good Jax. Would let him take my daughter out to the prom.
I think anytime you stick a carry in the jungle, it's a risk, especially when we've got a carry mid and a carry bot. But I think it really worked out for us just with the mobility. We definitely had like a disengage and engage comp, like just the flexibility to leap in, leap out as a team was really huge.
Question for C-Van. Why do we wait until night to call it a day?
Because once the night happens, it's been a day.
That's all I got.
We are finally joined by the captain of formerly known as News Team Assemble. How's it going, Rangers?
Hey.
So I have a question for Rangers now that he's joined. How does it feel to have drastically increased your Sejuani ult hit percentage?
Fuck you. Dude, I am so bad. Like, Sejuani still feels good, but like, I was clearly rusty on it. Because it's been a hot minute.
Is that like Smithy?
I had one, I'm like, just gonna dodge this way, and then he dodged the other way. I'm like, I look like a fucking dumbass.
Well, if
Pardon
you
my
check the
language.
VODs, we will be sure to.
Oh yeah, I can't even like deny I played like trash.
I think a question for everyone on the analyst desk. They were just wanting to know why the double switch in 1 week in the last week of the season, where you already like you had your
Go ahead.
playoff spot, so you had your playoff berth solidified, but not your spot. Do you just want to try out some new things? Was it that you didn't care who you were going to face in playoffs, or is this what y'all feel is best moving forward?
Well, the switch with Greg and Kevin had happened in week 8, actually.
I think most people thought it was just due to substitutions.
Ish, but it was also something that we were thinking about kind of keeping and rolling with. The jungle top switch, I mean, John has admitted, like, he feels more comfortable in a top lane setting, and, we kind of ran it in practice, and I realized, as I was playing, that I am incredibly vocal from the jungle. I'm, like, micromanaging everything I'm doing, and, like, the team always knows when my pathing's going and all this, and we felt, in the couple of games we've played with it, that was really helpful. So that was kind of some of the reasoning behind it. So.
All right, and I guess the last question that I'll ask before I get to some chat questions is, for both captains, are there any teams that you would want to avoid going into playoffs, or
I don't even. I'm just gonna sound kind of strange, but I mean, like, I really don't care. Every team this split is strong, and every team has shown that they have flashes of brilliance, and they can also have games where they just like every team except for maybe C and D, and maybe new LAS since they've looked really good since Dylan stopped trolling. But like every team in that like 2 through 9 range has shown just that. Has shown like some games they just play out of their brains. Some games they just like look like they're trolling. So it's really a crapshoot, and it's going to come down to on that given day. Is your team better than their team, or is their team better than your team? And it really isn't going to make too much of a difference who we play against.
All right, and Sivan?
Honestly, I don't think we're too worried about who we're playing against. I think ideally, I'd like to play somebody like CND or like LAS or before they have a chance to like switch it up and
Wait, they have
change how they play.
They have buys.
Oh, they have bias? Oh, right.
Wait.
Never mind. Well,
Sivan wants to
I guess
jump through
we'd be
the
playing
playoff buys and
Sivan is the OEG is the 3rd seed now. That is confirmed, I believe.
almost.
Right?
I think
Oh, there's a few. There's a few
there
more
are-
Popo
there
could
are-
take.
Popo
My
can
bad.
take it.
No, we have a tie. We'd have to play a tiebreaker.
No, there
So
are
there's some. Go ahead.
there are besides the tie that could happen. There is also 3 instances where they are here, having both a 2-0 Gov OEG and Popo could take 3rd place. But
Okay.
in about 90% of scenarios, you're either at a tiebreaker for it or have 3rd place solidified.
So 66% chance essentially that OEG is the
3rd.
3rd seed.
Yeah, they're no lower than 4th.
Right.
Okay. So I guess that would make the matchups would be 3 and 6, 4 and 5, right?
Mhm.
So,
It's still a
Oh,
fucking
God.
crapshoot. Like,
Yeah, it's still a mess.
we're 3 matches into this week 9, and I'm still like the only thing that's confirmed is C&D, LAS, and then where Senute is. Like
I-
everything else is a crapshoot.
In
yeah, I
terms
think
of
my
placement,
main worry would probably be playing like, I don't know, honestly playing NTA again might be hard, depending on what you guys change, because we've playing the same team back to back. It's hard to stay on top and then win again. Like,
Well, and Greg said this too at one point. He's like, I'm not trying to flame the. I'm like, it's not gonna be flamed. It was. I really haven't had that many jungle games since
Yeah.
we like looked into this. So like clearly I'm a little rusty, both on what champions are good and what matchups are good, and like pathing and stuff like that. So like, give me another 2 weeks and some games. Get my Nunu back in form.
yeah, I think that depending on what your team chooses to do, like if you do that again, and if you play junk time, like I think you guys will come back much more put together, and
Yeah,
that'll
for
be
sure.
kind of scary to play against. So I think I'd rather play against Popo or TAH, or even like whatever other team makes it. It could be PvB or Lunchboxes, right?
And besides, Popo's trash, so who cares?
yeah, they can probably still throw before they even start the game. So, some questions for chat. Question for C. Okay, we did that one. Question for Sivan: what do you think of the super high skilled Zoe play where he flash ignited? I've never seen such a high level mastery of a champ in one play. Unreal.
Well, Greg, he did the little flash, press ignite, walk away play, and it was really I just have to applaud that.
You know what the most hilarious part about that was? Greg was like lagging out the whole time. He's like, I was lagging out, and then I came back and I killed C-Van.
Yeah, I think it was after I missed the kill on him because I flashed W'd. I flashed Z and W'd immediately, and I missed my W. So I just looked like, all right,
Yeah.
I deserve to die here.
Yeah, he took your own flash and killed you.
So sad.
Mr. Steal Your Flash.
Funky Sal, question for Sean. No. Let's see.
Hey, the audience wants to know.
It's not. I was answering the question.
Oh. Never mind.
Question for Sejuani Feeder Pro Eric. Does embracing your inner marble help you snowball harder, or was it more of a gutter ball this time?
Okay, first off, Snowballs are the most overrated team in the Marble Olympics. So, I don't know if I can even finish this question out. Ooh Rangers all the way. Now I'm calling them Ooh Rangers. Dang it. But yeah, no. I don't even... Wait, what was the question? I think you're in a... Sure? I don't even know. I'm not sure what that question's asking.
He's saying, like, if you're a marble, you can snowball harder in the game. It has nothing to do with snowball.
But I'm an O-Rangers fan, not a Snowballs fan.
Okay, well, Eric's muted for the rest of the chat. Funky Sal, why though? Because it's not. That's my analysis for you.
Have you ever had that situation where you're like making a hot dog and you go to put the hot dog in the bun, but the bun splits in two, so then you literally have a hot dog sandwich? Lawyer.
Yeah. You know what I do? I throw that fucking bun away and I go get a real bun.
Ooh, that's a waste of bread!
No, it's not.
It's kind of like, okay, it's kind of like this. Like, I make one, like, good meal, I'm not a chef. That's stupid. And that's, like, one dick that I'm getting, like, what the fuck?
Wait, what?
Exactly, right?
What the... Wait.
Hold on.
What
That
just
was...
happened?
Okay,
Wait.
I have to go. I'm going to go see Chaboy and Akayut this week, and I will reprimand you for that statement.
Wait.
What just happened?
All
right.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, all I heard was dick, and that's it. So, all right. So there you go. But a hot dog is not a sandwich, according to an official press release from the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council. Yeah, exactly.
That's biased.
How's that? No, it's not. It's
Because
not.
because they don't want to be lumped in with the sandwich industry, because then their stock goes down.
No, a hot dog is hot dog because it's exclusive. It's a unique thing. It has-
So
So are you
it's
telling
biased
me that
because they
Joey
want to stay
Chestnuts
exclusive.
should eat sandwiches and be like, look at how many hot dogs I'm eating?
That's exactly.
But a hot dog can be a sandwich without a sandwich being a hot dog.
No, it can't.
A hot dog's not a Philly cheesesteak.
They're
But a Philly cheesesteak's a sandwich.
Yeah, well, you're not hitting Sejuani ults, and that's all that matters this game. Okay.
Hey, I hit some.
All right. If that's it for everybody, I don't even know who Sicklebeat is. Tacos, quesadillas. I'm pretty hungry. I'm also very tired. Thank you for joining us. That's gonna finish up tonight. We have 2 matches tomorrow, with Popo's Pecking Order taking on Devil Penetration tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern on PMA LCS. Right after, an hour later, Lunchboxes of Doom will be taking on They Are Here at 11 p.m. Eastern on PMA SGN, and maybe joining over on the LCS if the first series has ended. Ocean E-Girls ends their season at 10-8 with News Team Assemble taking the perfect 500 of 9-9 with 3 wins, 3 losses, and 3 match ties. Wow, you're half of a beast. All right.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for everyone who joined us here. General Dill, Panic at the Top Hat, Akayut, Rangers, Sivan, Akayut, and Spooped. To all of us here at the Not So Lively broadcast desk. Wait, a question for Sivan. He's not here anymore. Thank you very much, PMLCS, random person. Have a great night. and we'll see you tomorrow.